Well, a very good afternoon to you all, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's auction. My name is Joel Turner and I will be your auctioneer for today's proceedings. Before we begin, I'd like to thank Christine Martin, the listing agent, for inviting me here today. I'd like to thank the team of Bella Coastal Property. Many are joining us here today, including the principal of Bella Coastal Property, Rhonda Finlayson, Christine, as aforementioned, Howard Martin, Brett Hemsworth, Tracy Magnuson and Karen White. Most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank our vendors Jill and Sue for inviting me here today to present to you the auction gallery, 28 Red Gum Drive, Ulladulla, Lot 4, Deposited Plan 1180588. This beautiful master-built 3-bedroom residence has been extensively marketed by the professional team at Bella Coastal Property, with the 2017 edition contract for sale by auction being prepared by Mark Davidson of Paladin Law, containing the 149 certificate, sewage and drainage diagram and title search documents. Those of you who have registered here today will no doubt have conducted your due diligence and noted the 42-day completion period from exchange of contracts here today, where the successful bidder, providing we meet the vendor's reserve price, will have to part with a humble 10%, sign his or her contract and effect exchange here today. However, ladies and gentlemen, as is the case from time to time with auctions, we may not meet the vendor's reserve price. If that is the case, the highest bidder here today will hold the right to negotiate with the vendor post-auction. In short, ladies and gentlemen, in order to be first today, you need to be last. We're not too far from beginning here, ladies and gentlemen. As per the prescribed terms and conditions for sale by auction that have been on display whilst you've been walking around this lovely residence, there are 3 points that I must go through before we begin. The first being, ladies and gentlemen, you must be a registered bidder in order to bid. Simple stuff, really. So if you haven't, please take a quick moment. If you do want to get registered, if you haven't done so, I can pause it briefly just to get that last party in. But if there's no one here, we'll move on to point number 2. If you are a registered bidder and you are going to be participating actively today, when putting your bid in, please make it clear to myself and the gallery. I am getting a little hard of hearing in my older age, but I can work with you on that one. And please raise your bidder's paddle or card aloft in the air so Rhonda, who is taking down the scribes, can register your number with your correlating bid. Third and final point, ladies and gentlemen, unlike married life, today my decision is final. I am the sole arbitrator of all the events here today. If I believe that your bid is not in tune with the market conditions or it doesn't line up in the best interest of the vendor, I will respectfully decline, but ask that you increase your increment. And the final point on that is I, again, as the auctioneer, reserve the right to put forward a vendor bid. Now, if at any such time I exercise my right to put forward that vendor bid, I will make it clear to the gallery I am doing so and for the correlating amount. Ladies and gentlemen, they are the prescribed terms and conditions. There is only one more piece that we need to get done before we begin the auction. Christine, could you please join me with the vendor's reserve letter, please? Oh, yeah, I'll go, Chris. I'll just tell them. Thank you very much.
You can reuse that.
Why not? Reuse, recycle, all that good stuff. Well, ladies and gentlemen, when I see a reserve letter like that, I can only think of one thing. The vendors are here to sell today. Who will start me off? 28 Red Gum Drive, Ulladulla, for your auction consideration. Don't be quiet here today, ladies and gentlemen. Regret is a hell of a hangover. Who will be the first to start me off? I thought a property of this calibre in this market in the beautiful Springfield estate easily would have started with a 6. Ladies and gentlemen, all quiet. What is it? The change of season's got your throat a little tightened up? Anyone out there want to get started? 28 Red Gum Drive, 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, one for all occasion, one for every member of the family. The part that the vendors are going to miss the most about this home is after a hard day's slog, being in the back, Merbo timber decking, the stack of doors, open plan kitchen and dining, sitting back, relaxing with a beer in hand. These are the things, these are the parts of this home that you want to be a part of. So ladies and gentlemen, I ask you again, you're all quiet, I'll open up the floor. 28 Red Gum Drive, who's going to put their hand up first? Sir?
550.
Thank you very much, sir. I'll take the bid at $550,000 with the gentleman off on my right-hand side. Congratulations on being the first person to put your hand up. Ladies and gentlemen, at $550,000 with the gentleman on my right-hand side. Do we have any further increments at $550,000? Ladies and gentlemen, Springfield Meadows Estate, a beautiful little part of Ulladulla. You want to be in this area. You're surrounded by many quality residents in front, to the right, to the left. This is a fantastic opportunity. At 550,000, ladies and gentlemen, off to my right hand side. Don't sell your next home short, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hand up. 550,000 with the gentleman off on my right hand side. Do we have any further? All quiet, ladies and gentlemen. That's fine. I love the sound of my own voice. If you haven't figured that out by now. We're a northeast facing residence, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who have been walking around the property today, you will have noticed the smattering of water, the beautiful greens, the Pacific blues, the golden sands of the south coast, particularly Mollymook, Ulladulla, Narrawallee, Burrill Lake, Dolphin Point, Conjola, Manana. Stop me if I've said too much already. Surely, ladies and gentlemen, being the highest bidder here is an advantageous position to negotiate with the vendors post-auction. It's in this gentleman's hands. He holds it at the moment, the opportunity to negotiate. I'll put it out there again, ladies and gentlemen, at 550,000. First call at 550,000. Second call, 550. Third, final call, 550,000. It is with the gentleman on my right-hand side. It's against you in the audience. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're all quiet, so I'm going to pause the auction just briefly. I'm going to get instructions from Christine Martin. She will speak to the vendors, and we'll get back to you shortly. Chat amongst yourselves. We won't be too long. Yep, okay. Now, Christine won't be too long, ladies and gentlemen. So, whilst we are waiting to get the instructions from the vendor, let me go through a little bit of the marketing material that the professionals at Bella Coastal Property prepared. I have many of the notes here written down by Christine. We talked about a light and airy master-built 3-bedroom residence. This isn't your cookie-cutter property, ladies and gentlemen. So surely there's got to be someone else among this crowd who will put their hand up. Christine. Okay. Okay, no worries at all. Well, thank you very much, Christine. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be exercising the vendor bid. So, on behalf of the vendor, I'm putting in a bid at $595,000, ladies and gentlemen. The bid is with the vendor. It is against you, sir. Can I bring you back in? Bid is with the vendor, $595. Can I bring it up to 6? Round it out. Let's keep going. At 600,000. We're at 600,000, ladies and gentlemen, on my right-hand side. Do we have further increments? I've said it from the start that this property is easily worth a 6. It's up to you to put the rest of it together. Don't sell your next home short. Ladies and gentlemen, at $600,000 with the gentleman on my right hand side, the first bidder. Is there anyone else in the crowd want to put their hand up? 600,000 with the man on my right hand side. Still very quiet, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry I didn't bring my throat lozenges with me, so you'll just have to make there. 600,000, first call. Second call at 600,000 with the gentleman on my right hand side. Bid is with you, sir. Third, final call. Are you all done? Nothing left to say? Sick of my voice already? All right, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to be doing today is passing the property in. After consulting with Christine Martin, we will get back to you. Please keep an eye on the signboard over the next coming weeks, ladies and gentlemen. For one reason or another, there were a few interested parties who couldn't make it here today, but they have shown some genuine interest. So I guarantee you that signboard will change to a sold sign very shortly. If you do have any questions from the sales team who are here present today, I urge you to go have a quick chat with them and see what you can do post-auction. I'm Joel Turner, I've been your auctioneer for today. Thank you very much for coming. Have a delightful Saturday afternoon and please drive safely.